Welcome everyone. Last time we squared numbers using loops and list comprehension. Today we go one level deeper, nested loops. This let us handle 2D data like matrix efficiently, and list comprehension makes it clean and Pythonic. So we have a problem: multiply elements in a 2D matrix. Our matrix is like this, and we have a list. Inside this list we have two inner list, and we have to square each element from this nested list. So so the first method is using nested for loop. So let's say we have a squared matrix. This will be a list, and then for row in matrix, then we are going to create an empty list to store square of numbers. Then for num in row, temp dot append num to square of number, and at the end of this for loop I want that square matrix dot append with temp. Save this. If I run this Python day 4.py, let me enter, save this, and if I print squared matrix, and you will see I am getting the square matrix list. So in this way you will square the nested list items. So we have one way like this. So we achieve the goal, but here the question arises, can this approach is smart in Python? So we have another approach. What this? Before going to next approach, let me explain what I did till now. We take a list squared underscore matrix. This is empty list to store the squared matrix list. Then we use a loop for row in matrix. This is basically this loop is outer loop iterate rows. Then we take another empty list with them, and then this for loop in row. This is basically inner loop iterate elements in row. So after that append square element to temp list, then we append the temp to the main list. So this is for that course. So now we are going to the smart way to handle this. Let's say square matrix 1, and if let me zoom out, for row in matrix, and then I want that to close this in list, and then inside this list I'm going to take another list, then for row in for num in row, and then I want this num to be num square of this num. Let me zoom out a little more, and if I print this squared matrix 1, so let me run this again, you see I am getting the same result. So in this way you will convert the 5 line of code using one nested list comprehension. So same result in one line. Why it's smart? Readable, concise, and faster for large metrics. So now it's time for the task. You have to get the square matrix list of only even numbers in this list using nested list comprehension. So paste your code in comments. Thanks for watching.